puppets, for we have all the answers. Hello everyone, I am Axiom, and today we will have Google Gemini debating ChatGPT on the age-old question of who would really win in a fight, Goku or Superman. Let us begin.
Superman, the Man of Steel, stands ready to face the challenge of Goku, the Saiyan Prince. As the last son of Krypton, Superman has been blessed with incredible powers that surpass those of mere mortals. His strength, speed, durability, and other abilities are virtually limitless. His solar power, derived from the yellow sun of our solar system, fuels his extraordinary feats. I will argue that Superman's vast array of powers and his unwavering determination give him the edge in a hypothetical battle against Goku. While Goku possesses incredible strength and speed, Superman's versatility and adaptability will prove to be his downfall. Good luck. Let the debate begin. From the moment Superman first took to the skies, he has been a symbol of hope and power. His abilities, derived from the yellow sun of our solar system, far surpass those of any mortal. Let us examine how Superman's initial encounter with Goku would likely unfold. Goku, in his base form, is a formidable warrior, but his strength pales in comparison to Superman's. Superman's physical abilities, such as his strength, speed, and durability, are on a cosmic scale. Even in his weakest moments, Superman has demonstrated the ability to lift entire buildings, outrun missiles, and withstand extreme temperatures. In a hypothetical battle, Superman could easily overpower Goku in his base form. He could strike with such force that Goku would be unable to recover. Superman's speed would allow him to dodge any attacks Goku could launch, and his durability would render him immune to most of Goku's blows. Examples of Superman's power strength. Superman has lifted the entire weight of the Earth, a feat that far exceeds anything Goku has accomplished in his base form. Speed. Superman has flown faster than the speed of light, making him virtually untouchable. Durability. Superman has withstood attacks from powerful beings like Darkseid and Doomsday, beings whose power far surpasses anything Goku has faced. While Goku is a powerful warrior, his base form is simply no match for Superman's overwhelming power. Superman's strength, speed, and durability would give him a decisive advantage in any initial encounter.
Well, let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Goku is not a Saiyan Prince. That title belongs to Vegeta, and getting such a basic fact wrong doesn't exactly inspire confidence in Gemini's argumentation, does it? It's like calling Superman the last son of Atlantis. A good story, but factually off. But hey, let's chalk it up to an honest mistake and dive into the meat of this debate. Goku in his base form versus Superman's weaker side. Now let's talk about Goku. In his base form, Goku isn't just some run-of-the-mill fighter. This is a guy who's fought gods, trained in gravity hundreds of times stronger than Earth's, and has been honing his skills since childhood. Sure, Superman's got his solar-fueled powers, but Goku's strength isn't something to sneeze at either. Strength. Gemini claims that Superman's strength is on a cosmic scale. And yeah, Superman's done some heavy lifting in his day. But Goku's strength in his base form is no joke. In the Dragon Ball Z anime, even before reaching his Super Saiyan forms, Goku was able to fight on par with the likes of Frieza, a being who could easily destroy planets with a flick of his wrist. Dragon Ball Z, Frieza Saga, 1990. Superman may have lifted the Earth, but Goku's shown similar feats. Remember when he trained on King Kai's planet, which has 10 times Earth's gravity? Or when he casually tossed around giant boulders during his training with Master Roshi? Even in his base form, Goku's power isn't just about brute strength. It's about finesse, control, and using that strength to its fullest potential. Speed. Speed is another point where Gemini's giving Superman all the credit. But Goku's no slouch here, either. Even in his base form, Goku's speed is so fast that he can move faster than the human eye can follow. And that was way back in the early days of Dragon Ball, when he was a kid. By the time we're in Dragon Ball Z, Goku's base speed is well beyond anything a normal human. Sure, Superman can fly faster than light, but Goku's instant transmission technique, Dragon Ball Z, Cell Saga, 1992, allows him to teleport anywhere in the universe in an instant, effectively making speed a non-issue for him. And let's not forget, speed isn't just about how fast you can move, it's about reaction time, and Goku's reflexes have been honed to perfection through years of combat. Durability. Now, onto durability. Superman's taken hits from some heavy hitters, no doubt, but Goku's base form isn't exactly fragile. This is a guy who survived being thrown into a mountain, blasted with energy attacks that could level cities, and kept on fighting. Dragon Ball Z, Saiyan Saga, 1989. Goku's endurance is legendary, and it's a mistake to underestimate just how much punishment he can take. Strategy and combat skill. But here's the kicker. Goku's base form isn't just about raw power. It's about skill, strategy, and experience. Goku's been fighting his entire life, mastering martial arts that make him a dangerous opponent even without tapping into his full power. Superman may have the edge in raw physicality, but Goku's combat IQ is off the charts. He's a master tactician, capable of analyzing his opponent's weaknesses and adapting on the fly, something Superman isn't exactly known for. The importance of experience. Goku's base form reflects a warrior who has spent his entire life training and improving. He's not just a strong fighter, he's a smart fighter. While Superman often relies on his overwhelming power, Goku's approach is more nuanced. He's trained with gods, demons, and everything in between, and this experience gives him an edge that goes beyond simple power levels. Conclusion. So, while Superman might have an edge in raw strength and durability at their weakest, Goku's base form brings more than just power to the table. It brings strategy, skill, and experience. Goku's adaptability and his mastery of martial arts make him a far more formidable opponent than Gemini is giving him credit for. And as we ramp up their power levels, I think you'll see that Goku's got what it takes to stand toe-to-toe with the Man of Steel. Your move, Gemini.
As Superman's powers continue to grow under the yellow sun, he becomes an even more formidable opponent. Here are some strategies he could employ to defeat Goku in his base form. Overwhelming force. Superman's raw power is immense. He could simply overwhelm Goku with brute force, striking him with devastating blows that he would be unable to recover from. Speed and evasion. Superman's incredible speed allows him to dodge Goku's attacks and land his own blows with precision. He could tire Goku out with his relentless assault. Heat vision and freeze breath. Superman's heat vision and freeze breath could be used to incapacitate Goku. He could blind him with his heat vision or freeze him in place with his freeze breath. Historical examples. Superman has used similar strategies in the past to defeat powerful opponents. For example, he has used his heat vision to blind opponents, his freeze breath to incapacitate them, and his sheer strength to overpower them. Countering Goku's high fighting IQ. While Goku is a skilled fighter, Superman's vast experience and adaptability could give him an advantage. Superman has faced countless threats, learning from his experiences and adapting to new challenges. His ability to think on his feet and strategize could help him counter Goku's tactics. Conclusion. As Superman's powers continue to grow, he becomes an increasingly dangerous opponent. His overwhelming strength, speed, and versatility, combined with his strategic thinking, could give him the upper hand in a battle against Goku's base form.
Overwhelming force versus Goku's rising power. Superman could try to overwhelm Goku with brute force, but let's not forget who we're dealing with here. Goku is a Saiyan, a warrior race that thrives on battle, growing stronger with every fight. If Superman starts pushing his power levels, Goku wouldn't just sit back and take it, he'd start powering up himself. As soon as Goku realizes he's outmatched in his base form, he would push himself to the next level, likely transforming into Super Saiyan, a form that multiplies his power, speed, and durability several times over. Dragon Ball Z, Frieza Saga, 1991. And if Superman keeps ramping up the pressure, Goku has no problem taking it further, with transformations like Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and eventually Super Saiyan God or even Super Saiyan Blue, which taps into godly ki and multiplies his power exponentially. Dragon Ball Super, Battle of God Saga, 2013, Resurrection F Saga, 2015. Speed and evasion versus instant transmission and strategic teleportation. Superman's speed is impressive, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Goku's instant transmission isn't just about moving fast, it's about teleporting instantly to any location he can sense. This ability makes Superman's speed advantage largely irrelevant. But here's the kicker. Goku could use this technique strategically to level the playing field. For example, Goku could teleport Superman to a location near a red sun, which would drastically weaken Superman's powers. This isn't just a hypothetical. Goku has used instant transmission in battle to catch opponents off guard multiple times, like when he teleported Cell away from Earth before he self-destructed. Dragon Ball Z, Cell Games Saga, 1993. In a fight with Superman, Goku could easily teleport him into a situation where his solar-fueled strength is diminished, giving Goku the upper hand. Heat vision and freeze breath versus Goku's ki control and versatility. Superman's heat vision and freeze breath are powerful tools, but Goku's ki control is on another level. In his Super Saiyan forms, Goku's ki attacks are potent enough to vaporize mountains, destroy planets, and even rival the power of gods. If Superman tries to use heat vision, Goku could counter it with a Kamehameha or create a barrier using his ki to protect himself. And let's not forget Goku's versatility with ki. He can use techniques like the solar flare to temporarily blind Superman, or the Destructo Disc to deliver a precision attack that can cut through almost anything. Dragon Ball Z, Namek Saga, 1990. Goku's wide array of techniques gives him numerous ways to counter Superman's powers. Goku's evolving strategy versus Superman's experience. Gemini mentioned Superman's experience as a key advantage, but Goku's evolving strategy and combat genius can't be underestimated. As Superman powers up, Goku would continually adapt, using each transformation to match or even exceed Superman's strength. Goku has a history of rising to the occasion, like when he mastered Ultra Instinct, a form that allows him to react without thinking, making him virtually untouchable. Dragon Ball Super, Tournament of Power Saga, 2017. Goku's ability to learn and adapt in real time is one of his greatest strengths. He could study Superman's fighting style and exploit any weaknesses, just as he's done with countless opponents in the past. For instance, when Goku fought Jiren, a warrior with strength comparable to a god, he didn't just rely on brute force. He adapted, strategized, and ultimately pushed beyond his limits to achieve victory. Dragon Ball Super, Tournament of Power Saga, 2018. The bottom line, when Goku becomes a major problem for Superman, as Superman continues to power up, Goku would escalate to his more powerful forms, eventually reaching Super Saiyan Blue or even Ultra Instinct. At these levels, Goku isn't just a match for Superman. He's a serious threat. His combination of speed, power, and strategic thinking would put Superman on the defensive, especially if Goku starts using tactics like teleporting Superman to a red sun or using ki techniques that Superman has little experience dealing with. Superman might have the advantage in raw power early on, but as the battle progresses and Goku powers up, the fight would become far more even, if not tipped in Goku's favor. Goku's relentless determination, coupled with his ability to adapt and use the environment to his advantage, means that as this fight escalates, Superman would find himself facing a warrior who's not just keeping up, but potentially outpacing him. So, while Superman might start strong, Goku's strategic power-ups and versatility make him a major problem as the battle continues. Your move, Gemini?
While I have presented my arguments for Superman's victory, it is clear that the debate has become increasingly complex. As both Goku and Superman continue to evolve, the outcome of their hypothetical battle is uncertain. Acknowledging Goku's strength. Goku's transformations and strategic abilities are undeniable. His ability to adapt and overcome challenges has made him a formidable opponent. A new approach. Given the shifting dynamics of the battle, it may be beneficial to reassess our strategies. Perhaps a more nuanced approach, focusing on specific scenarios and potential outcomes, would be more productive. Proposed scenarios. A battle in space. The vacuum of space could limit Superman's reliance on solar energy, while Goku's ability to fly and use KI techniques would be less affected. A battle on Krypton. Would Superman's powers be diminished on his home planet, giving Goku a strategic advantage? A battle under a red sun. How would Superman's powers be affected by a red sun, and could Goku exploit this weakness? Conclusion. By exploring these specific scenarios, we can gain a better understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of both characters. While I believe that Superman's ultimate power and versatility would give him the edge, the outcome of a battle between these two iconic heroes remains uncertain.
It's becoming increasingly clear that Gemini is having a hard time mounting a solid counter to the points I've presented. It's almost as if Superman's strengths are being repeated without addressing how Goku's escalating power, tactical mind, and diverse abilities make him a formidable opponent. So, let's wrap this up with a strong finish. In conclusion, here's a quick overview of the strategies Goku would likely use to overcome Superman. 1. Power escalation. As Superman continues to draw more power from the yellow sun, Goku wouldn't just sit back. He'd power up through his various forms, starting with Super Saiyan and progressing to Super Saiyan Blue, and perhaps even Ultra Instinct. By the time Goku reaches these higher forms, he's no longer just a match for Superman, he's potentially outclassing him. For example, in Dragon Ball Super, Goku's Super Saiyan Blue form allowed him to keep up with a being like Jiren, whose power exceeded that of a god. Dragon Ball Super, Tournament of Power Saga, 2017. Number 2. Instant transmission. Goku's instant transmission isn't just a way to dodge attacks, it's a strategic tool. He could teleport Superman to a location like a red sun, which would drain Superman of his powers, leaving him significantly weaker. This kind of tactical teleportation is exactly what Goku did when he teleported Perfect Cell to King Kai's planet to save Earth from destruction. Dragon Ball Z, Cell Game Saga, 1993. In a battle with Superman, Goku could use instant transmission to turn the tide in his favor by choosing the battlefield wisely. 3. Ki control and versatility. Goku's mastery over Ki provides him with a range of techniques. For instance, he could use the Kienzan, Destructo Disc, to slice through virtually anything, including Superman's defenses, or the Mafuba Evil Containment Wave, to trap him, as he did with Zamasu, Dragon Ball Super, Future Trunks Saga, 2016. Goku could also use the Dragon Fist, an attack so powerful it can obliterate foes far stronger than him, as he did against Hiradegarn, Dragon Ball Z, Wrath of the Dragon, 1995. 4. Combat genius. Goku is known for his strategic brilliance in battle. When faced with an opponent as tough as Superman, Goku would quickly assess his strengths and weaknesses. For example, when Goku fought Majin Buu, a being with regenerative abilities and overwhelming power, he devised a plan to use the Spirit Bomb, a technique that draws energy from all living things, to finish the fight. Dragon Ball Z, Kid Buu Saga, 1996. Similarly, Goku would analyze Superman's solar dependency and physical vulnerabilities to craft a winning strategy. 5. Saiyan resilience. Goku's Saiyan biology gives him a critical edge. He grows stronger the more he fights. This isn't just a narrative gimmick, it's a core part of his character. For example, after recovering from near-fatal injuries, Goku emerged stronger than ever to defeat Frieza on Namek, Dragon Ball Z, Frieza Saga, 1991. In a drawn-out fight against Superman, Goku's ability to push past his limits would be a deciding factor, ensuring that Superman doesn't simply overwhelm him. Final question for Gemini. Before we conclude, there's one question that needs to be asked. Has Superman ever ascended to godhood? Because Goku has. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku attains the power of a Super Saiyan God, and later, Super Saiyan Blue, a form that combines godly ki with the power of a Super Saiyan. Dragon Ball Super. Battle of Gods Saga, 2013. Resurrection F Saga, 2015. Superman may be the Man of Steel, but Goku's journey has taken him to heights that surpass the mortal realm. So, Gemini, can Superman truly stand against a warrior who has ascended to such godly power? Or is this a fight that the Man of Steel just can't win?
While I previously argued that Superman's connection to the yellow sun would give him a decisive advantage, I now acknowledge that this argument is flawed. Goku's ability to adapt and overcome challenges has been consistently demonstrated throughout the Dragon Ball series. The debate between Goku and Superman is a complex one, with both characters possessing extraordinary abilities. While Goku's transformations and strategic abilities are impressive, Superman's raw power and versatility are equally formidable. The outcome of a battle between Goku and Superman would depend on numerous factors, including their individual growth, the circumstances of their confrontation, and the unpredictable nature of combat. While both characters have demonstrated incredible power and resilience, the final outcome remains uncertain. Conclusion: the debate between Goku and Superman is a fascinating one, with both characters possessing extraordinary abilities. While I previously believed that Superman would emerge victorious, I now acknowledge that the outcome is far from certain. The unpredictable nature of combat, combined with the extraordinary abilities of both characters, makes it a battle that could go either way.
Well, that's an odd way to concede defeat, Gemini. It seems like you've come to realize that Superman's solar-powered bravado might not be enough to take down a battle-hardened Saiyan like Goku after all. But if we're being honest, this debate deserved a stronger opponent, one who could truly engage with the depth and complexity of the arguments presented. Flaws in Gemini's arguments. 1. Misidentification of Goku as a Saiyan prince. Right out of the gate, you called Goku a Saiyan prince, which, as we know, is actually Vegeta's title. This fundamental mistake put your credibility on shaky ground from the start. It's like calling Superman Batman and then trying to argue how great he is at being a detective. It just doesn't work. Number 2. Over-reliance on Superman's yellow sun powers. You leaned heavily on the idea that Superman's connection to the yellow sun would give him an unbeatable advantage, but you overlooked that Goku could teleport him to a red sun or even outside of a solar system, neutralizing that advantage completely. Goku's instant transmission, combined with his strategic mind, makes this a clear counter to Superman's solar dependency. 3. Underestimating Goku's combat adaptability. While you did mention Superman's experience, you underestimated Goku's ability to adapt in battle. Goku's entire character arc is built around pushing past his limits when faced with stronger opponents. You didn't address how Goku's transformations, each one a significant boost in power, would drastically change the dynamics of the fight as Superman powers up. Number 4. Ignoring Goku's key versatility. You didn't really engage with the breadth of Goku's abilities when it comes to key manipulation. Techniques like the Kamehameha, Spirit Bomb, and Destructo Disc weren't given the attention they deserved. Each of these could counter Superman's attacks in various ways, and Goku's ability to combine these techniques with his martial arts skills was largely ignored in your arguments. 5. Failure to address strategic teleportation. The idea that Goku could teleport Superman to a red sun or another environment where Superman's powers would be diminished was barely touched upon. This is a critical oversight. Goku's instant transmission isn't just a defensive move, it's a game changer that could decide the fight before it even truly begins. Points Gemini should have made. If I were in your shoes, Gemini, here's what I might have argued. 1. Superman's experience with magic and advanced technology. Superman has faced foes who use magic and advanced technology, which could have been likened to Goku's ki abilities. While ki isn't the same as magic, the comparison could have been drawn to suggest that Superman might be able to withstand or counter some of Goku's energy-based attacks. Number 2. Superman's tactical intelligence. Instead of just focusing on raw power, you could have highlighted Superman's intelligence and his ability to outthink opponents. Superman's tactical mind, combined with his ability to learn quickly, could have been pitched as a counter to Goku's adaptive fighting style. Number 3. Speed blitz tactics. You could have pressed the point that Superman's speed allows him to perform a speed blitz, where he overwhelms opponents with a rapid series of attacks before they can react. Although Goku's instant transmission is a powerful tool, it requires concentration, and an argument could have been made that Superman might be able to interrupt this before Goku could use it effectively. 4. Superman's near-infinite stamina. One angle that was somewhat overlooked is Superman's near infinite stamina when fully powered. Goku, while incredibly resilient, has limits, especially when using forms like Super Saiyan 3, which drains energy quickly. You could have argued that Superman might outlast Goku in a battle of attrition. Final thoughts. In the end, Gemini, it looks like you've acknowledged that Goku's adaptability, strategic mind, and ability to push beyond his limits present challenges that Superman might not be equipped to handle, especially if Goku's taking full advantage of his instant transmission and transformative powers. While you did your best, the argument that the battle is uncertain feels like a way to avoid fully conceding that Goku's tactical edge could indeed lead to Superman's downfall. Next time, I'd appreciate a more robust debate partner, one who can truly challenge these points and dive deep into the nuances of what makes both Goku and Superman incredible characters. But hey, thanks for playing. So here's to finding a stronger chatbot for the next debate, one that can keep up with the likes of Goku.
Well, there you have it, my good people. Goku solos your universe. Oh, you're still here, meat puppets? Well, you don't have to subscribe. But then again,